So let's talk about Akin and Danny Rall's press conference, shall we? I think they were good. Hello and welcome to the video. I hope you're doing well. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing let me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live and when live streams happen, when they come back. And also, if you want to become a member, it's $4.99 a month and $12.99 a month for the higher tier, and you will get some of the Wednesday videos early before they go out for the public. So if you want to do that, some will go a bit earlier than normal. So there is a benefit there if you want to support the channel. So let's talk about what Akin said first. He was speaking to media to how the position of left back was one that he hasn't had before. And he said, it's been a massive thing for me because I think it's good to play different positions. I give a good account of yourself. And honestly, I've been really enjoying it at left back. It's been a difficult challenge for me, and there's been some big hitters in the league, so I've been going up against great wingers. But I've been really enjoying it, and I hope that I've shown on the pitch that I'm hardworking, that I can play and fight for my own. I really feel like I have been. It's nice having Chris here. He's done it all before at the top. It's great. It's been a great addition. I'm really happy to find out that he was coming, and I've been picking his brain, trying to learn from him. He also goes on to talk about how the situation with Danny is and how it's really helping him. He said he's thankful for the detail that they give him in the tactical team. He went on to say that the manager giving me individual visual, I've been taking them home, doing some individual studying so I can really give myself the best opportunity that I can, what possible when it comes to games. I've been really appreciative of the time they go into everything for everyone, for all the detail. We want to get better as a team, and as individuals, this is great, and we can do this together. Now, this is a big thing. I want to clarify this very much so in this. This is a massive thing with how much detail they go into. Little things like that. The detail is everything in this. It's going to be everything on how things get done, how things are approached, how it's all done. And I think details like that with players knowing every last little bit of the position of what they're doing, how they're doing, them taking it home to look at the video themselves as well. I think that is a really clever way of getting the players to understand what they're doing, and just had that level of detail that I think we had under Darren Moore, and he had that, and it's just a level where it continued again. Let's speak on Danny. Danny was speaking about Kevin. He said, Kevin twice. I met Kevin twice. I got a good feeling he was at the game against Leicester. That was important to show what kind of football we want to play. We have a clear way now, and it's about looking for the opportunity if we can do. He spoke about Will Vokes and playing his strong character and has a clear opinion. He wins duels and eat ball, and that's what we need. Players know what they are doing, and I'm happy with his performance, which is interesting. And it's interesting when he was speaking about like the recruitment things. Like, it's good to get it out of the way now. We can start getting things settled, ready to go forward. And I think it's that thing where he's looking forward to move forward and see what we can do and where we can do. Now, this is the interesting bit for me now here, though, is that we've had a little bit of an issue, which I didn't really know about. I didn't realise Paul Valentin was injured. But Dominic Iorfa is looking like he's going to miss this game at the weekend, just because he pulled up in that game against Blackburn early doors, like pretty much first minute, and you were like, oh god, this ain't good. He said it's not looking good, but we're gonna have to see, we'll scan it and see. He said Michael Smith looked well and he's back training, which is good, as in Paul Valentine, I didn't realise Paul Valentin was actually injured. I thought he was just not being picked or not taking his chance yet. I didn't realise that he had a knock, to be fair. He said we'll see if they're available for the game. There's a big jump from training to game, which he's right. He's also said about the games that are coming up. So Stoke at the weekend, he said, we've had some good away games, but the results were not maybe what we deserved. In our situation, it's important to take points at home. This is basic. Then it's about taking points away from home. I actually think we're going to take points away from home this weekend. I really do. I think Stoke are there for the taking, and I think there's a real opportunity to sort it out. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how we do kind of thing. See how we do and how we get on with it. Because Danny looked very relaxed. It was interesting how he was talking about what kind of players they might bring in as well and how he was really good. He's really good with the media. And I think it was a very good press conference again with Danny where he spoke all the right things. Everything hit right. And I think him now knowing he got who he wants in place is absolutely fantastic. I think this is what we need now. Having it in place, ready to go, is everything. It's also interesting as well. Like you had it as well this week. You've been talking about how the out of contract players, they've got to show what they can do in training, and spoke about how every player is part of it. It's not just the 11 that I pick on a Saturday. It's everyone from point up, point down. It's like you look at Palmer's now back in, Volks is back in. You look at the players who are there or thereabouts, you could more than likely see Butley get straight back into the team this weekend. He may even start for me because he was training well and he just couldn't get into that position with everything that happened with his situation with family. Then he couldn't play against Blackburn because it was his parent club. There's a player like that who could come in straight into the side at the weekend and be in midfield role if need be. But he's also got the other thing, like you look at when he took off Joe Bias, there wasn't a knock, there wasn't an injury. It was just a case of that he wanted to change the tactics, and it worked. So I am very interested to see how we do against them. But I thought it was a good press conference. He spoke about how everything's improving. Each day we're getting better and better. Each day they look better in training. And it's just, there's a level now that it seems to be where we're at now. And that level seems to be going a lot further forward, which is fantastic. It's what we need. We need that level of stuff. We got the coaches in now. We got the recruitment in now in terms of recruitment person to start looking at players and who we could bring in. Let's see what happens in January. He did speak in the press conference about the article from Nixon saying 30,000. He's like, we'll just look at what's around. It's not necessarily we do that, but it's how we'll approach it. We'll see where or whereabouts we are. And I think we got to just keep going with the flow, see how we get on, and hopefully just change the corner. It already feels like things have moved a little bit. Like we were able to get back into the game after going behind. Maybe this weekend, the big goal this weekend is just to keep a clean sheet. Keep a goddamn clean sheet so we can not concede as many goals. Let's try and do that next. And then go from there and see where it goes next. It's been a good little spell. It was a good press conference again. I will say it now. It's gonna be quite sad not to have Ricky Charlesworth do the press conference anymore since he's been made redundant at Yorkshire Live, which is a shame. Really good journalist. I hope he finds something really soon as well. And yeah, it's just annoying that things like Reach PLC have been making a lot of cuts recently, and sadly, Ricky's been the one to take the cut, and it seems like they're not doing a Wednesday section anymore, which is a shame, really. But that's the industry, so we'll see what happens if anything happens with that. But Sheffield Wednesday, good press conference by Danny again, excellent press conference by Akin as well, speaking how he's going forward. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.